Attention Canadian retirees. You need to hear this. Are you one of the thousands of retirees struggling to make ends meet on a fixed income as the cost of living continues to skyrocket? If so, I have amazing news that could significantly boost your finances and allow you to enjoy a more comfortable retirement. But before I reveal the massive money windfall headed your way, let me introduce myself. My name is Michael and I run the hugely popular Seniors Money YouTube channel. For years now, I've been dedicated to helping retirees like you maximize your income, reduce expenses, and make the most of your hard-earned savings and government benefits. My channel is a one-stop shop for invaluable financial tips, money-saving hacks, and up-to-the-minute news that impacts Canadian seniors' pocketbooks. And trust me, you're going to want to pay very close attention to what I'm about to share because it could mean an extra $3,300 per year for you and your spouse. That's right, I said an additional $3,300 in your bank account annually, thanks to a major increase in Guaranteed Income Supplement or GIS payments confirmed by Prime Minister Justin Trudeau's government. If you're not yet familiar with GIS, it's a monthly non-taxable benefit provided on top of old age security to low and modest income Canadian seniors to help cover essential costs like housing, food, and medical expenses. And in an historic move to raise over 750,000 aging Canadians out of poverty and ensure dignity in retirement, the Trudeau Liberals have announced the largest GIS increase in over a decade. Starting in July 2024, the maximum annual GIS payment will jump by a staggering $3,300 for eligible single seniors, while couples can receive up to $4,950 more per year combined. To put that in perspective, it represents a raise of 25% for singles and 21% for couples compared to current maximum GIS payouts. Just imagine what you could do with an extra $275 or $412.50 per month. You could actually heat your home to a comfortable temperature in winter without fear of astronomical utility bills. Enjoy nutritious meals without being forced to scrimp on groceries and risk your health. Fill expensive prescription medications more easily. Repair that old car instead of trying to limp it along and risk getting stranded. Finally, take that vacation you've been dreaming of and create priceless memories with family. The possibilities are endless when you've got more money coming in every month. Now at this point, you might be wondering if this increase actually applies to your situation and income level. The simple answer is, it very likely does. You see, the Trudeau government is raising the income thresholds for receiving at least partial GIS payments as well. So even if you currently receive no GIS or only a small amount due to exceeding the old income limits, come July 2024 you could qualify for much larger monthly payments that add up to thousands more per year. For instance, the new income cap for non-GIS recipients jumps from around $19,000 to $25,000 for singles, and $25,000 to $32,000 for couples. Partial benefits then get phased out for individual incomes above $39,000 and household incomes over $57,000. But even then, you'd still keep all of your base old age security pension. In other words, the GIS increase throws a much wider lifeline to middle-class seniors in addition to boosting low-income retirees. To explain further, let's look at a real-world example. Let's say you're a single senior currently receiving $8,400 per year in OAS but no GIS because your total income from CPP, investments, etc. is $21,000, just over the old $19,000 threshold. Under the new rules, you'd now qualify for PRTIL GIS payments of around $3,600 annually based on your $21,000 income. So by passing the income limits by a little, instead of getting $0 GIS, you get $3,600 on top of your $8,400 OAS pension. That's an extra $12,000 per year total. Or let's say you're a senior couple with combined income of $40,000, comprised of $25,000 for one spouse and $15,000 for the other. Currently, you'd receive no GIS since your household income exceeds the $25,000 limit for couples. But after the Trudeau increase, the higher earning spouse would get $2,700 in partial GIS. The lower income spouse would receive the full new $11,450 GIS amount. So while initially you got $0 GIS as a couple, after July 2024 you get over $14,100 per year in combined GIS payments. When stacked on your OAS pensions, we're talking over $26,000 in new total income. Incredible, right? This GIS increase is truly a game changer for retirees across Canada. Whether you're currently receiving little to no GIS, Or you've always fell through the cracks income-wise despite being house poor or cash poor? Thousands of you could soon qualify for larger monthly payouts. Now you might be asking, why such a massive investment by the federal government in boosting GIS payouts? Well, the sad truth is an alarming number of Canadian seniors have been living in poverty or real financial insecurity for years now despite building this country with decades of hard work. A full 20% of single seniors and 7% of elderly couples are officially considered low income based on metrics like housing costs and inability to buy basic nutrients. And even beyond those struggling the most, over 40% of single retirees and 25% of couples were just getting by before this increase. With the cost of living and housing in many cities out of control, too many seniors face brutal choices between covering rent versus medicine, utilities versus nutritious food. In the richest country on earth, that's simply unacceptable morally and economically. Which is why the government is taking such historic strides with this GIS boost. They recognize our parents' and grandparents' generations sacrificed so much to build a prosperous Canada we all benefit from today. They deserve to live out their golden years with true financial freedom and peace of mind, not penny pinching. And the data shows increasing GIS and reducing senior poverty pays off in the long run. With more income, older Canadians can afford preventative health care, medication, and supportive services that reduce poverty's toll. They require fewer hospital visits and can stay independent longer versus having to drain provincial treasuries on nursing homes. More spending power for seniors means more economic activity for local communities too. So this increase protects older Canadians' quality of life while reducing healthcare costs and stimulating economic growth. It's as moral as it is financially prudent. Now if you're a lower income senior already receiving GIS, the increase process should be automatic and seamless. You don't need to apply for the raised amounts. The government will automatically adjust your monthly payment up starting in July 2024 based on the prior year's income data they have on file. If you're not currently on GIS but think you'll now qualify after the income thresholds are raised, you'll need to be proactive. The best first step is to gather all your income documentation from 2023, things like T4S investment statements, pension stubs, etc. Next, I'd recommend sitting down with an accountant or trusted tax professional to assess if your household income truly falls under the new income limits. If so, you'll simply need to formally apply for GIS through Service Canada starting in early 2024 and submit your prior year's income details. As long as you're a Canadian resident who normally resides in this country, and you meet the new income criteria based on 2023, you'll be approved for the increased GIS benefits. Just keep in mind that payments are considered taxable income provincially, though not federally, so factor that in when calculating your new cash flow. Now for those of you worrying about potential clawbacks of your GIS increase down the road if investment income fluctuates, don't panic. While it's true GIS amounts can change annually based on your latest tax data, the True plan aims to keep low-income seniors stabilized with a new full or partial income threshold. Basically, as long as your income stays beneath around $24,000 for singles or $32,000 for couples, you lock in so any level of GIS permanently under this proposal, with increases phasing out gradually beyond those levels. No more living in fear of missing payments entirely due to a few extra dollars in income here or there. The full GIS amounts are reserved for the lowest incomes, but with a stable partial base for those just above the poverty line too. But for today, let's celebrate this hard-fought victory and the financial breathing room it will provide so many of you in the years ahead. You've earned this raise and newfound stability through your lifetime of contributions to Canada. So if you haven't already, please subscribe and hit that notification bell, so you never miss another must-know money update that impacts Canadian seniors. I'll be following all the latest details around implementing this GIS increase to keep you informed every step of the way. And if you ever have suggestions for future video topics or money questions you need answered, don't hesitate to leave a comment or ping me directly. This is your channel for seniors by a senior who's been there himself. So once again, thank you for watching and congratulations to all of Canada's retirees on this landmark income increase headed your way. You've earned every penny. I'm Michael from Seniors Money, and I'll see you next time with more crucial money knowledge to power your retirement.